snapshot. This works very well with goal setting or just where you want to see how am I progressing throughout the year. Weekly recaps are amazing, y'all. Hey guys, this is A. Renee from Journal Jot and Jive. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all. Alright y'all, so it is Friday, that day that most of you all are just so ecstatic about. You know, it's the end of the week for some of you all. Remember, that's not all of our troops, okay? There are some of us that work on the weekend, silently raising my hand over here where you can't see it. And, you know, others, we do work on the weekend. However, I wanted to come today and kind of show you how you can do a weekly recap page. So whether your week ends on a Monday or ends on a Friday, however you place the end of your week, the same concept can go all the way throughout, but we're just going to set up a page. And so what I do is at the end of the week, it's not always done in the same format. However, there's somewhere that I'm going to write like an overview, take some notes about how my week wrapped up, what worked, what did not work, and what needs adjusting. And that actually helps me to realign in areas that I need to, and to continue doing the things that are working, and to just simply cut out what's not, okay? So let's do what we do often, is pull this off screen for a second so I can find the page that we need to start on. So it'll be right here. Yeah, because yesterday, y'all, I got a good little journal session in. I was, you know, I was writing because it was storming and all of those great things. So I wasn't here for it. So I figured, why not? I think I am going to collectively use all of these. Yeah, all of these colors. We have a little mild liner. We have a twin tone Tom bow. We have Erin Condren. We have a metallic marker. And I'm pretty sure I'll be pulling in some other pens. We have a pen by Scribble by KP. Yeah, so y'all will always kind of see me using a whole lot on screen, but I'm not always telling you exactly what until it's time for me to do one of those what are you using, how are you using type video. And we're kind of probably going to be a little bit chatty, perhaps. And so as I'm pulling this stuff together, I think we're going to be partly chatty. But as I'm pulling this stuff together, when you get a chance, check out the community tab. I did ask a question for what kind of videos would you like to see on my channel? You know, if you're shy, I gave you the option where you can email me your response. But what I want to do, y'all, yes, I can look at analytics all day long and it'll show me some of the things that you want. But there are also some people that are probably really silent that may have a suggestion and are open to giving, you know, a suggestion on something that they would like to see, whether it's planner related or journal related. Let me know. I do know I have a couple of people ready for me to show my face. I don't know why y'all want me to do all of that, but you know, if you want to know what I look like, I'll insert something right around here, and that'll actually be from today, okay? That's me. My hair will always change. I'll probably never look the same. I'm a hairstylist, so that's just how it happens. So I will insert that somewhere, wherever I pointed my hand before. But yeah, y'all, kind of give me a little feedback. Talk to me if you're not shy. I know some of you all are shy. Some of you all are lurkers, and that's fine if that's what you're doing, if you're lurking. As long as you are watching, give me a little watch time, watching the ads. You know, you can lurk all you want, okay? But if you are comfortable enough to give your suggestion, I am open to hearing some things that you would like to see. And you know, you may give me some ideas that I didn't think of that may help you along your journey, your journal, jot, and jive journey, okay? So I'm excited to see what some of you all have to say. All right, and as I said again, we are doing a weekly recap page. And so what happens with the weekly recap? You have a blueprint of, girl, what's working, or guy, what's working, what's not. You know what, y'all? If you're a regular, you know you didn't hear this, so we're gonna do this. By the title, it should say something like weekly recap in my journal. All right, I digress. Back to it. But again, you want somewhere a snapshot. This works very well with goal setting or just where you want to see how am I progressing throughout the year. Weekly recaps are amazing, y'all. So they are one of my favorite things to do. I'm not going to say that I'm always ecstatic to see the progress, especially on a slow week. However, it does allow me to know, like, all right, let's turn it up a notch or turn it down a notch. And that is why I'm excited to do those. So again, it's called a weekly recap. Your focus on your weekly recap is to write about what worked, what needs adjusting, and what did not work. I typically will put what did not work first, then I'll put what needs adjusting, and then what worked last, simply because I want to end on a positive note. I don't necessarily want the last thing that I read to be the reflective part of what did not work. And I am really huge on something out of your week worked, even if you feel like it did not. No matter how small that win is, make sure you see that on that page. So even if you had a week where you feel like, man, I had a lot of moments that did not work, there's going to be at least something that you can refer to that worked. And I know normally we'll say, you know, I woke up, you know, everything else was rough. I don't care if you had an extra dollar left, write it down. Or if you were able to pay a bill on time, write it down. If you were able to complete a job application, write it down. You know what I mean? Something, don't minimize your small wins to maximize the things that did not work. Say that again. Don't minimize your small wins to maximize something that did not work or something that you feel like should have gone the way that you wanted it to. And perhaps it was put on pause for a reason, okay? So be very mindful of what you feed your mind. And I'm talking to myself, y'all. A lot of times when you hear me giving y'all some words of encouragement, I'm really talking and working through some things myself, okay? So again, we're going to do the weekly recap. And I'm pretty much setting up the page. So what may happen for a couple of people, once you get into the rhythm of doing a recap, you may find it where you create your page on a Friday, but you know, you still have the weekend. Many people cut off the weekend as if you can't do anything in life, or you don't pay attention to what you do on the weekend. And so you solely put your focus on the work week. And so you then become, what's the word that I want to use? It's almost like you only identify with your work life and you negate everything else that's going around in your world. And so it appears like you're not really doing anything in life, but you're actually doing a whole lot. I would even suggest for a lot of people to pay attention to your planner even on the weekend. Stop ignoring like your happy moments or your family moments. You know, they deserve a space in your life as well. Okay, so just kind of be mindful. Pay attention to your habits and the patterns that you've been doing for quite a bit of time. And it's easy to get caught up in that. And make a conscious effort to journal about your weekend. Journal about any event that you go to, if that's something that you're doing. I know everybody's situation will be different. And, you know, just write things so you can see a pattern. Especially if there's some patterns that you need to work on changing. I would highly suggest that. Okay, y'all, I do think that I want to speed the rest of this up. So we are going to go ahead and get into it. so that is pretty much it. This is the weekly recap, just the layout, and I'll go in and kind of write what did not work, what needs adjusting, and what worked. So I will say for, the most part leading up to Friday, my week was pretty productive. I did have some procrastination moments, some moments where I allowed a little bit of self-doubt to come in. So I'm like, okay, girl, let's work through it. I'm not going to say snap out of it, because that's the problem. A lot of times we want to snap out of everything without working through what we need to snap out of. So I kind of checked myself and worked through some little exercises that I was given. And so for the most part, like I said, this week went very well, but I do want to be very transparent with myself in these areas. Now, you may say, oh, okay, girl, that ain't enough space. So what I'm supposed to do with that? So what you can do is you can actually bullet point what did not work, what needs adjusting, and what worked. And then you can kind of flip through, maybe do a page or two, however much room you need to write, and then you expound on those moments. Now, remember, you want to be very transparent with yourself. If you are pausing when you write, if you are creating your own narrative and it's not the truth in your own journal, you want to stop, okay? If you lie to your pages, you will lie to yourself and anyone else, and that is not the purpose of a journal moment, okay? So the biggest thing is to assess your week, to figure out those things that were just awesome, those things that maybe were not, and you want to adjust. If you need help, hey, in that what needs adjusting, maybe perhaps reach out to somebody to help you with something in your life. Another factor that you want to keep in mind when you're doing your weekly recap is more than just your work life, more than just your family. It is everything cohesively that makes up your life. So whether it is work, whether it is your fitness journey, if you're on one, whether it is your hair journey, anything that you are incorporating, if it's friends and family, all of those things can be incorporated into your weekly recap. So when it's time to reflect and go back, you have a measuring tool, all right? So that is the whole point of a weekly recap. So again, thanks for stopping by today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you've watched this whole video so far, I got your attention a little bit. So hey girl, hey guy, hey. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check your notifications. I know some of you are not getting all the videos. So what that means is you want to go into your settings under following my channel and make sure you're following all notifications. Otherwise, you will not get every video that I post. If somebody can benefit from it, share the video and leave a comment so I can know how's your journal journey going so far in the month of, what month are we in, y'all? What month are we in? We are in February. So how is journaling going for you so far in the first 2 months of the year? All right, so I will catch you all on the next one.